Men, the most frustrating dating situation isn't when a woman directly tells you she's not interested. It's when she continues dating you while exhibiting behaviors that reveal she has no intention of building an actual relationship. Today, we're breaking down 7 date behaviors that reveal she's not looking for a relationship with you. Before we dive in, hit subscribe and drop a comment if you've ever ignored these warning signs and later realized you wasted time on someone who was never serious about you. Behavior 1. She only agrees to last-minute plans. When she consistently won't commit to advanced plans, but readily agrees to last-minute meetups when nothing better materialized, she's not just spontaneous or busy. She's keeping you as a backup option while reserving prime-time slots for opportunities with men she's actually interested in pursuing seriously. What this pattern reveals. This reveals you're not a priority in her dating life. Women who are interested in building relationships make time in advance for men they're serious about. When she won't pencil you in for Friday night until Friday afternoon, it's because she was hoping something better would come through, and you're the fallback when it didn't. Notice if the pattern is consistent. Once or twice needing last-minute plans due to scheduling conflicts is normal. Consistently, only being available last-minute reveals you're perpetually in the backup position, not progressing to priority status despite multiple dates. Pay attention to the excuses she gives for not committing to advanced plans. If she claims to be super busy or not a planner, but somehow has time for last-minute dates when it suits her, the contradiction reveals you're the convenient option when she has gaps, not the valued option she plans around. The reality. Women who want relationships with you will make advanced plans because they prioritize time with you and want to ensure it happens. Being relegated to last-minute availability means she's not investing in building something serious. She's fitting you in when convenient while keeping options open. If you're consistently the last-minute option after weeks or months of dating, she's telling you through her actions that you're not relationship material to her, just available company when she has nothing else to do. Behavior 2. She avoids any discussion of future plans or where this is going. When she changes the subject, gets vague, or becomes uncomfortable whenever you mention future plans or try to discuss the direction of your relationship, she's not just taking things slow. She's avoiding commitment conversations because she has no intention of committing and doesn't want to lie directly about her lack of serious interest. What this pattern reveals. This reveals she doesn't see a future with you and doesn't want to have honest conversations about it because that might end the arrangement that's currently benefiting her. Women who want relationships are comfortable discussing future possibilities and relationship progression because they want those things. Avoidance reveals lack of interest in those outcomes. Notice how she handles even casual future references. If you mention an event 2 months away and suggest going together, does she enthusiastically agree, or does she deflect with, "Let's see closer to the time"? The resistance to any future commitment, even casual ones, reveals she's not planning on you being around. Pay attention to whether she gets defensive when you try to have relationship-defining conversations. If asking, "Where is this going?" results in accusations that you're pressuring her or moving too fast, she's using your reasonable desire for clarity against you to avoid admitting she's not serious about you. The reality. Women who want relationships with you will engage in conversations about the future because they're also thinking about and wanting those possibilities. Complete avoidance of future talk after multiple dates indicates she's keeping things casual because that's all she wants with you, regardless of what she might want generally. If you can't get straight answers about where things are going after reasonable dating period, she's showing you that things aren't going anywhere. She's just enjoying what it is without any intention of it becoming more. Behavior 3. She keeps dates, consistently low effort and casual. When she suggests only casual coffee meetups, walks, or hanging out at her place, but resists real dates that require effort, planning, or investment, she's not just low maintenance. She's keeping emotional and practical investment minimal because she's not building toward anything serious and doesn't want to create expectations or debt. What this pattern reveals. This reveals she's not treating you like a romantic prospect she wants to impress or build something with. Women invest effort into dating men they're serious about. They dress up, agree to nice restaurants, make time for real dates, rather than just convenient hangouts. Low-effort patterns reveal low interest in relationship building. Notice if dates never progress beyond casual encounters. If you're weeks into dating and still just grabbing coffee or watching Netflix without any progression to more intentional dates, she's keeping you in the casual zone deliberately because that's where she wants you to stay. Pay attention to whether she contributes to date planning or just passively accepts whatever you suggest. If she never initiates dates or suggests activities, showing no investment in creating experiences together, she's not engaged in building a relationship. She's just accepting entertainment you provide. The reality: women who want relationships invest in creating meaningful shared experiences because they're building foundation for something serious. Keeping everything low effort and casual reveals she's not investing because there's nothing to invest in from her perspective. You're a casual option, not a relationship prospect. If your dates consistently feel more like hanging out with a friend than romantic courtship, she's treating you like a friend because that's the limit of what she wants from you. Behavior: 4. She's constantly on her phone. During dates, when she's regularly checking her phone, texting, scrolling social media, or otherwise dividing attention during your time together, she's not just rude or addicted to her device. She's demonstrating that your company isn't engaging enough to command her full attention, which reveals you're not interesting or important enough to her for relationship consideration. What this pattern reveals: this reveals you don't captivate her attention or interest. Women who are genuinely interested in men put phones away because they're engaged in the interaction and want to be fully present. Constant phone use signals that whatever's on her phone is more interesting than conversation with you. Notice what she's doing on her phone. If she's texting or checking dating apps during your dates, she's literally looking for better options while sitting across from you. This is perhaps the clearest possible signal that you're placeholder while she continues shopping. Pay attention to whether she apologizes or acknowledges the phone use. If she's constantly on her phone without even recognizing it's rude, she's so unengaged that she doesn't realize she should pretend to be more interested in you. At least pretending would suggest she cares about your perception. Complete lack of awareness reveals total disinterest. The reality: women who want relationships with you are present and engaged during dates because they're evaluating compatibility, building connection, and enjoying getting to know you. Phone addiction during dates reveals none of those priorities are active. You're just someone to sit across from while she does what actually interests her. If she can't put her phone down for an hour to focus on your date, she's showing you that relationships with you isn't important enough to command basic courtesy and attention. Behavior 5. She resists any physical intimacy progression. When she consistently avoids escalating physical intimacy, pulling away from kisses, avoiding hand-holding, keeping distance during dates, she's not just setting healthy boundaries or taking things slow, she's showing lack of attraction and romantic interest, which indicates she's not viewing this as romantic relationship potential. What this pattern reveals: this reveals she doesn't feel attracted to you romantically or sexually. Women who want romantic relationships want physical intimacy with men they're pursuing. Consistent avoidance of physical contact indicates she's not feeling the chemistry necessary for romantic relationship. Notice if the resistance is across all physical contact or selective. If she pulls away from romantic touch but is comfortable with friendly contact, she's friend-zoned you and continuing dates for reasons other than romantic interest, attention, entertainment, free meals, or not wanting to hurt your feelings directly. Pay attention to how long this pattern continues. First date nervousness about physical contact is normal. Multiple dates with no progression toward comfort with physical intimacy reveals the comfort isn't developing because the attraction isn't there. The reality: women who want relationships with you want physical intimacy as part of that relationship. They're excited about the prospect of kissing you, holding hands, developing sexual chemistry. Total avoidance of physical progression after multiple dates reveals she doesn't want those things with you, which means she doesn't want romantic relationship with you. If you're multiple dates in and she's still treating you like a friend physically, that's what you are to her, regardless of what the dates might suggest otherwise. Behavior 6. She never introduces you to her friends or social circle. When weeks or months pass and you haven't met any of her friends, she hasn't invited you to any social events, and you're completely separated from her actual life, she's not just being private. She's keeping you compartmentalized because you're not someone she wants integrated into her real life, which is what happens with casual options rather than serious relationship prospects. What this pattern reveals. This reveals you're not being evaluated as potential partner who would integrate into her life. Women who are serious about men want friend approval, want to show off their new relationship, and naturally integrate new partners into their social worlds. Being kept separate indicates you're temporary or not worth the social investment. Notice if she talks about her friends but never suggests you meet them. If her social life is active and important to her, but you're never included, the exclusion is deliberate. She's keeping you separate from people who matter because you don't matter enough to introduce. Pay attention to her excuses for not mixing her social life with dating you. If she claims it's too soon, after months of dating, the timeline reveals you're never going to be soon enough. She's using time as an excuse for what's actually lack of intention to integrate you. The reality: women who want relationships integrate new partners into their lives progressively because they're building something real. Being permanently kept in a separate compartment reveals your casual entertainment, not someone she's building a life with. If you haven't met anyone who matters to her after substantial dating time, she's showing you that you don't matter enough to her for those introductions because she's not serious about you. Behavior 7. She mentions or compares you to other men. She's dating. When she talks about other men she's seeing, compares you to other dates, or makes it clear she's actively dating multiple people with no indication she's selecting you. She's not just being honest about being non-exclusive. She's showing you that you're in competition with other men and currently not winning, which reveals you're an option being evaluated rather than the choice she's making. What this pattern reveals. This reveals you're one of multiple options and not the leading candidate. Women who have decided they want relationships with specific men stop dating others and stop mentioning other romantic prospects because they've made their choice. Continuing to mention other men reveals you haven't been chosen. Notice how she talks about other dates. If she's sharing details or comparing you to others, she's not concerned about your feelings or worried about losing you, which indicates low investment. Women protect feelings of men they want to keep. Pay attention to whether the comparisons are favorable or unfavorable to you. If she's mentioning that other men do things differently or better, she's actively telling you that you're not her top choice. This is perhaps the clearest signal possible that relationship with you isn't her goal. The reality: women who want relationships with you stop dating others relatively quickly, and certainly stop mentioning other men because they're focused on building something with you. Continued emphasis on other options reveals you're not the option she's choosing, just one she's keeping available while deciding. If she's still actively dating others and telling you about it after multiple dates, she's showing you that you're not relationship material to her. You're just one contestant who's currently not winning the competition. Final thoughts. These 7 behaviors aren't subtle hints or mixed signals. They're clear communications through actions that she's not pursuing a relationship with you. Understanding these patterns allows you to recognize when you're wasting time with someone who's never going to commit rather than investing months only to realize she was never serious. The fundamental truth is that women who want relationships with you show it through their actions. They make advanced plans because you're a priority. They discuss future possibilities because they want them. They invest effort in real dates because they're building something. They're present and engaged because you're interesting. They escalate physical intimacy because they're attracted. They integrate you into their lives because you matter. They choose you over other options because they've decided you're what they want. If you're seeing multiple behaviors from this list, last-minute availability, future avoidance, low-effort dates, phone addiction during dates, physical resistance, social isolation, and mentions of other men, you're not dating someone who's taking it slow or being cautious. You're dating someone who's using you for attention, entertainment, or validation while having no intention of actually committing to a relationship with you. The key is recognizing these signs early and either addressing them directly or walking away rather than hoping things will change. Women who aren't interested in relationships don't become interested through your persistence. They just continue taking what you offer while giving nothing substantial back until you finally accept reality, or they find someone they actually want to commit to. Pay attention to actions over words. She might say she's not sure what she wants, is healing from past relationships, or is taking things slow. But her behaviors reveal whether those statements are honest or convenient excuses. The behaviors in this list reveal lack of serious interest, regardless of what verbal explanations accompany them. If she wanted a relationship with you, you'd know it through her consistent efforts to build something real. The absence of those efforts is your answer.